This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today it's live opening round coverage of the California Classic. Action continues at the 7th. Frank, nothing spectacular to this point in the first round. What does the player need to do just to kind of generate some momentum?
I actually think they're playing it right, Rich. It's just, you compared to the top of the leaderboard, you start to think, well, maybe they're struggling. But there's ebbs and flows in this game. At the moment, it's just sort of almost like a holding pattern. But it's time to change that. Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle.
Frank, what's this second shot look like here at the 7th?
A good distance in here, and you can just simply look at the flag. This is a hole that should be taken advantage of.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Settles in over the putt. Setting himself up for a good weekend, the wily golf instructor makes his birdie. Now we're at the 8th hole here at PGA West in La Quinta, California. 559-yard par 5. Frank, what are the options here?
A good tee shot, you can certainly reach this par 5 and 2. There's a crosswalk that comes across in that vicinity of 330 yards. That's sort of the green light area if you can get it down there. Anything short of that, it becomes very much a three-shotter. But if you can get it close to that crosswork that goes there, then certainly this becomes opportunity knocks. I'm loving that balance.
From a perfect position, ready to play his next shot. This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his mood today.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. Swinging the club beautifully. Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
Now his third, staring right at the green. and it makes the green in regulation. Frankie's going for 2 birdies in a row.
If he can knock this one in, then that's certainly going to help the confidence. Well, we'll never know if that had gone in, because it never made it.
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Stays at 1 under with that par. Frank, the 9th hole, a par 4 measuring 452 yards. This is no picnic.
This is the toughest tee shot on the front side. The easy way to bail out down the left side, it might appear that way off the tee, but then it becomes a zigzag hole where it's very easy to clock up something like a 6. The bunker down that right side, just 300 yards to get past that, but it's almost like he gives you an option there. If you do want to challenge that right side, the bunker just might save you from going in the water. But there's no question, the best drive is down the right, but it's the most dangerous one.
Frank, you've played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But if down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more. the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards.
Player really needs to be dialed in here. This approach shot is not easy by any stretch here at the 9th. We go. That was like Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop.
And he's made it onto the green now. Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Solid par to remain 1 under. Excellent front side, trying to keep it going here on the second 9.
He's just playing beautifully, hitting so many good shots, giving himself so many opportunities. Can he keep it going? Oh, if this is up, it's good.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. That one inside of 10 feet, really dialed in. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Starting to move now, Frank, on this leaderboard.
Certainly going all in the positive direction. He's in the middle of the pack, now top 15.
Now at the long par 5 11th. They call it eternity with good reason. It is 617 yards. Frank, what's the game plan here?
Hit it as long as you can, hopefully only a couple of times, and you can get fairly close to this green, little pitch up there. But even if you go for this green or try and get close, that's when you start to notice the water that comes in on the left side. So you can't just bash away. Might only be a couple of bunkers in play off the tee, but they have to be avoided.
Good contact, good result. TPC Stadium, of course, has played host to the Skins Game, PGA Club Professional Championship, the Liberty Mutual Legends of Golf on the Champions Tour. I always enjoyed that. And along with the Jack Nicklaus Tournament course right next door, the finals of the PGA Tour qualifying school for a number of years.
Oh, and it gets a good kick. It's only in the first cut.
Not too
That's
bad.
not too bad.
Frank, I like the way he sort of starts his swing a little bit on the outside and then drops it right on plane. Frank, just into that first cut.
Yeah, it's sitting up. Really, this isn't too bad a situation.
This is going to be a tough day on the links. I mean, even the Seagulls are walking to work. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Once considered the best PGA teaching pro in the country, our featured golfer makes birdie and now sits comfortably inside the cut line. Frank, you tip your Hogan visor to this player because early on it appeared as though this one was headed way off the tracks.
Well, it was. And to stop the round and turn it back and now look like he's playing even better than ever. That took some doing. Ah, nice.
Looks good. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Really good drive here, about 320 yards and straight. Strong winds continue to be a factor. Frank, I know you've played all over the world. How much did you enjoy the challenge of playing into a stiff breeze?
Well, it was a chance to separate yourself from the rest of the field, Rich. Just like these conditions we're seeing right now. You've really got to be smart. Pick the right shot. If you get too aggressive on a day like today, you'll pay a far more severe price than normal.
Club selection obviously is crucial.
Oh, it's imperative today.
Take an extra club or two, choke down?
Very much so.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. From about 8 feet. very impressive and on the move right now. That's the end of round one, and we saw a lot of good golf out there today, Frank.
And it was a bonus to anyone that got off to a good start today.
Presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. It's second round coverage of the California Classic. So we're ready to go here at PGA West. First hole is 445 yards of par 4. Frank, what do you think of this hole?
It's a good way to start, Rich. Certainly isn't a drive and a wedge hole to get you out of the gate. This is going to be a drive and a mid-iron for most players. There's some good bunkering down there. Most players will just sort of look at that bunker that's midway down on the right side. But this is fairway first, that's for sure. It's still a decent length for that second shot ahead of you. Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that
easy. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, what's the player facing now with this approach shot here at the first?
Well, Rich, that tee shot looked like a draw off the tee. The second shot, because of that bunker just short right of that green, suits a cut coming in here.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good look at birdie. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round.
It's amazing. It doesn't matter how close it goes. It's an extra shot. That one will definitely hurt.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Well, too bad. He gives one back. To the second hole now, par 4, only 371 yards. Frank, what do players need to look out for off the tee?
It's really a layup hole here. No need to hit driver down there. The biggest bunker in the distance there is about 300 yards. You have to avoid that. Nothing wrong with hitting an iron or even a hybrid off this.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Second shot now at the second hole. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
So a tester from 4 feet. Wow, I thought he made that. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Good effort and good par putt. Frank, Pete Dye certainly gives you a variety of holes, and we see that. Granted, 3 par 4s to start, but each one with a different look.
They certainly are, Rich, and it's amazing what one good bunker will do. And the bunker I'm referring to is the one down the left side. That's about 285 yards to carry. It's the sort of bunker that keeps you honest.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. This is a good move. Another birdie. Now to 5 under for the tournament. Now at the 4th, par 3, and Frank, what's the key here?
Somehow find some green grass. The name Sandpit pretty much tells you what is around the green.
That will be a great look at birdie. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Goes to 6 under par for the tournament. What a display of golf. Well, here we are at the first par 5 of the day. The 5th, 535 yards. Frank, break it down.
It's called double trouble. Reason why, there's the lake on the tee shot on the left side, and then he's reversed it up there on the second shot. He's put the lake on the right.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design.
Hazard.
Maybe wet. Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Settles in over the putt. He got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Starting to put it together right now, Frank.
Join that trio at the top.
Frank, I love a par 3 where you have to hit one solid golf shot. Anything less, and you might pay a severe price. 255-yard par 3 sixth. What a hole.
No, you love watching somebody else play a par 3 like that.
Right. Good, clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up.
This is an awkward length. Just moving that much closer to the leader now, Rich.
Frank, right where you want to be at the midway point of a tournament.
Yeah, you know your game's solid. The focus is more on the leader, and that you can just go out and play. Excellent position to be in.
Today's coverage brought to you by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Today it's live third round coverage of the California Classic. We're ready to go. Off to the first hole. Frank, time for the third round and time for a good start.
That's right. 2 rounds in the bank. And what will today have to offer?
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is. Oh, they've had some meat behind it.
Getting set to play the second shot here at the first hole. On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Different day, different hole. Made bogey yesterday. He'll do better this time, it looks like. Frank, tie atop the leaderboard now.
I think it's certainly starting to get everybody captivated.
That was a nice birdie. Frank, this is a nice-looking hole. Not long, only 371 yards, but challenging in its own way.
It is challenging. The best approach here really is a conservative tee shot to set up an aggressive second.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Frank, at this, the highest level of the game, the margins are so razor thin between winning and losing. It becomes about not wasting shots, and I think that's why players really enjoy stroke play.
I think you hit the nail on the head, Rich. That's why the best players, they want every shot to count, and the best format of golf that requires that is stroke play. In match play, you can get away with a big number. In stroke play, they want it to be a body of work, every single shot adding to the score.
Solid play, heart of the green. Getting set now over the putt. Looks like par may not be good enough to get the job done here.
Yeah, big change in the top of the leaderboard. Get another birdie, so pushes him back to second.
Moving to the third hole, to par 4 again. This one 471 yards. Frank, when you look at great rivalries in sports, you realize that athletes need each other. Joe Frazier needed Muhammad Ali to achieve greatness, to achieve legendary status. And in golf, Tom Watson needed Jack Nicklaus to push him to another level.
And also to define an era. Without one, we couldn't think of the 80s or the 90s or the 2000s or the 2010s. You need those players to define that era. So you need competition. Competition is not without rivalry.
Frankie appears to be in control of his game in the early going.
I like what I'm seeing out there, doing all the basic things at a very, very high level, getting the ball in play. That helps set up the next shot. Next shot gets on the green. That helps sets up the birdie putt. It's one thing leading to another.
Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. With that birdie on top of the leaderboard.
Class of their own right now.
Frank, we're not at the beach. We're in the California desert, but I'm staring at plenty of sand right here.
Yeah, looks can be deceiving here. This is where somehow you do have to focus on exactly where they put the flag, and that's on the green stuff. Green is 36 paces deep. If you can just focus on that and don't let Pete Dye's sort of weirdness with all that snaking bunkers left and right, then just try and approach it as a straightforward par 3. I know it's easy to say, hard to do. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Tough game, Frank. You can hit 300-yard drives and miss 3-foot putts.
Yeah, there's the ecstasy, and that's the agony.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. He'll take par and move on. So we played our first par 3, now to the first par 5 on this golf course at PGA West. It is the 535-yard 5th hole. Frank, it appears as though it rewards precision off the tee.
And the Bombers too. You can run out of water at 335 yards. So for the Dustin Johnsons of the world and the Rory McIlroys, that's nearly doable. But if you can't hit it that far, it's quite obvious. You've got to keep it down the right side. And for those people, they put 2 little bunkers there.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Well, that one didn't work out. It didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Pretty good shot right there, about 10 feet away, setting up the putt for birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
Not a problem from there, right in the middle. There you have it. Round 3 is finished, and it was a good one, Frank.
Yeah, after 3 rounds in, you really could start to see who could take home the trophy when it's all said and done. Great play, though, up until this point. Round 4 should be an absolute thriller.
This is EA Sports, PGA Tour coverage coming your way. Today it's live final round coverage of the California Classic. Well, Frank, we came off a hole, the short par 4 12th, where players no doubt were thinking about making birdie. Here, a different story. Why?
It is. Well, 13 is always going to be unlucky for some. There's so much water down there on that left side, and the way it sort of laps up to the wooden bulkhead, It looks anything other than a straight shot, and this is where you have to mentally move the flag. You've got to push that flag in your mind's eye to the right side of the green and say, I do not want to go left of that. Safely on deck.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie.
You'd like that one again. Had every chance of going in.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
That's a good par given the situation.
Still tight, still close. 14th hole, par 4 of 389 yards. It is short, but Frank, there is some danger lurking along the way.
Yeah, most of it's sand. Two options really. Poke it down that left side, let it run down there like a bowling alley. Either that or take that bunker completely out of play, 290, 300 yard category, and get it down there where it's just a flick wedge in.
We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par. Rich, after you've already made one mistake in the rough, there's a chance he's going to make another.
Just trying to get it back out into the fairway and not make a big number. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Right off the edge. Wow.
That hurts.
Just a little tap in here. Time to regroup, Frank.
A little slip. Time to recover. Bogeys aren't the worst.
Solid par 4 here. The 15th is 468 yards. Beautiful looking shot right here. That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
doing whatever he wants with that golf ball. Moving it left, moving it right, hitting it straight when it's called for. He's doing it all. Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Wow, almost fell within just a few inches of dropping. Grabs a share of the lead after making par. This is the second par 5 at PGA West of 600 or more yards. The 16th is a pretty good test. Right where they were aiming, in the fairway. Second shot coming up here at the par 5. Third shot, looking for a good one. What a nice shot, right on the green and a pretty easy putt on the way. And getting ready for the putt.
That birdie has to feel even better, Rich, with everything so tight at the top.
Right in the middle of a Donnybrook at this point. No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. Did the job right there. One great hole after another here at PGA West. The finishing hole, no exception. Frank, what can we expect here?
Great finishing hole. It's amazing. If you took the 3 bunkers we're first going to see down the right side, this would almost be a nothing hole. But because they're perfectly situated here, they really shrink up that driving area down the left side. And this is just a reward for a great swing, a great strike, a great shot.
Well, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
This is a good-looking shot. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Par yesterday. Now for birdie. Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. That has to feel so good. A big championship victory.